Williams, Roman 3. More Hank Williams, Roman 3. The best Hank Williams, Roman 3 albums of all time, 46 of 57. The most musically gifted children of musicians. Texas Tornadoes. More Texas Tornadoes, 16 of 37. The best bands named after states, 115 of 329. The best Americana bands and artists of all time, 11 of 39. The best Tejano bands/artists. Blackfoot. More Blackfoot, 9 of 80. The best Southern rock bands of all time, 10 of 51. The best Native American bands/artists. Uncle Tupelo. Firefall. Rodney Atkins. Kid Rock. More Kid Rock, the best Kid Rock albums of all time, 286 of 363 musicians who belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 701 of 1728. The best rock bands of all time. Brantley Gilbert. Shooter Jennings. Shania Twain. Gene Clark. Drive-by Truckers. Jason Aldean. The Desert Rose Band. More The Desert Rose Band, 110 of 215. The greatest classic country and western artists of all time, 55 of 99. The best country singers from California. Miranda Lambert. Blake Shelton. Gary Allan. Chris Hillman. More Chris Hillman, 146 of 186. The all-time best rock bassists, 396 of 416 celebrities whose deaths will be the biggest deal. Keith Urban. More Keith Urban, the best Keith Urban songs of all time, the best Keith Urban albums of all time. Rascal Flatts. Lucinda Williams. Patty Loveless. More Patty Loveless, 361 of 602. The best female vocalists ever, 16 of 160. The top female country singers. The Bellamy Brothers. More The Bellamy Brothers, 86 of 291. Top country artists of all time, 100 of 215. The greatest classic country and western artists of all time, 67 of 99. The best musical duos. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. Jimmy Buffett. More Jimmy Buffett, the best Jimmy Buffett albums of all time, 73 of 139 bands or artists with 5 great albums. Blue Rodeo. More Blue Rodeo 853 of 1020 the worst bands and musicians of all time. 22 of 232 the best Canadian rock bands. Mary Chapin Carpenter. More Mary Chapin Carpenter 208 of 602 the best female vocalists ever. 220 of 816 these poetic geniuses wrote your favorite songs of all time. 346 of 383 the greatest musical artists of the 90s. Johnny Horton. More Johnny Horton 342 of 525 which artist would you bring back from the dead to write one more song? 70 of 152 the greatest musicians who died before 40. Sheryl Crow. More Sheryl Crow the best Sheryl Crow songs, the best Sheryl Crow albums of all time. 121 of 136 famous accordionists. Reba McEntire. More Reba McEntire the best Reba McEntire songs of all time. How Reba McEntire narrowly avoided the tragic plane crash that killed her entire band. Sturgill Simpson. More Sturgill Simpson 143 of 186 the best male country singers of all time. 13 of 23 the best rappers and musicians on Joe Rogan. 8 of 103 the best musical artists from Kentucky. Trace Atkins. More Trace Atkins. All of Trace Atkins' movie and TV roles ranked 69 of 211 celebrities who should run for president. Eric Church. More Eric Church, the best Eric Church songs. List of the best Eric Church albums. Little Feat. Don Williams. Diamond Rio. Elvis Presley. More Elvis Presley, the best Elvis Presley songs of all time. 131 of 162 1970s Christian pop artists. 6 of 739 the best singers of all time. The Kentucky Headhunters. Ozark Mountain Daredevils. 38 Special. Conway Twitty. More Conway Twitty, the best Conway Twitty albums of all time. 211 of 363 musicians who belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 307 of 753 people we wish were still alive. New Riders of the Purple Sage. More New Riders of the Purple Sage. 782 of 1728 the best rock bands of all time. 16 of 65 the best bands named after books and literary characters. 95 of 329 the best Americana bands and artists of all time. Don Henley. Zac Brown Band. The Doobie Brothers. More The Doobie Brothers, the best Doobie Brothers albums of all time. 132 of 1891 the greatest musical artists of all time. 66 of 263 the greatest classic rock bands. Graham Parsons. Steve Earle. More Steve Earle, the best Steve Earle albums of all time. 336 of 363 musicians who belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 217 of 291 the top country artists of all time. Hank Williams Jr. Coco. Outlaws. Pure Prairie League. More Pure Prairie League. 521 of 1020 the worst bands and musicians of all time. 25 of 80 the best southern rock bands of all time. The Flying Burrito Brothers. For the Flying Burrito Brothers. 65 of 179 the best bands that are named after foods. 21 of 329 the best Americana bands and artists of all time. Linda Ronstadt. Alabama. More Alabama. 201 of 263 the greatest classic rock bands. 190 of 279 the greatest American rock bands. George Strait. Kris Kristofferson. More Kris Kristofferson, the best Kris Kristofferson movies, the best Kris Kristofferson songs. The Highwaymen. Emmylou Harris. More Emmylou Harris, the best Emmylou Harris albums of all time. 55 of 602 the best female vocalists ever. John Fogerty. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Charlie Daniels. Or Charlie Daniels, the best Charlie Daniels albums of all time. 280 of 816 these poetic geniuses wrote your favorite songs of all time. The Band. Willie Nelson. More Willie Nelson, insane Willie Nelson stories that are 100% true. The greatest Willie Nelson duets ever. 71 of 269 the most trustworthy celebrities in the world. The Marshall Tucker Band. The Allman Brothers Band. For the Allman Brothers Band, the best Allman Brothers Band albums of all time. 26 of 265 ranked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Waylon Jennings. More Waylon Jennings, the best Waylon Jennings albums of all time. 209 of 739 the best singers of all time. 532 of 1891 the greatest musical artists of all time. The Eagles. More the Eagles. The Eagles sure have a lot of behind-the-scenes drama for a band that wants you to take it easy. 17 of 106 which bands or musicians do you most want to see before they or you kick the bucket? 4 of 15 bands whose whole thing is hating each other. Lynyrd Skynyrd. More Lynyrd Skynyrd. Falling Free Bird. The truth about the infamous Lynyrd Skynyrd plane crash is stranger than fiction. The best Lynyrd Skynyrd albums of all time. 14 of 1728 the best rock bands of all time. Creedence Clearwater Revival. More Creedence Clearwater Revival. The best Creedence Clearwater Revival albums of all time. 4 of 139 bands or artists with 5 great albums. Johnny Cash. More Johnny Cash. The best Johnny Cash songs of all time. The best Johnny Cash albums of all time. 27 of 162 1970s Christian pop artists.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye.